Okay, hello, and welcome to Miss and Joy's Tarot. I am Miss and Joy, and this is your message from Spirit, pick-a-pile style, for 2025. All right, and this is any information that Spirit needs you to know, would like you to be informed of. It could be predictions, it could be advice, and just overall, overall guidance towards healing, self care, and your path ahead. All right. So the way I like to do my pick a piles where I shuffle as I go, so that it is clear to you that it's not a pre-picked and sorted pile. Um, the way it's going to work is I'm going to start each section, with a chakra card, and then your tarot reading, which will consist of 5 cards. And then I will close it out with a dark goddess card, which are kind of edgy and kind of a brutal honesty, self-help, self-healing, get your stuff together kind of energy. And then on a little more positive, comforting note, more advice-based, is the Cyril Marchetti Oracle of Dreams. And now I'll be closing it out with that. If I'm trying not to clarify with this read, but if I just feel compelled and I cannot resist, I have Tarot of Dream. I'm sorry, Animal Tarot Familiars over here, Lisa Parker's Tarot Familiars, to clarify with if necessary. So we're just going to sit that to the side because we're hoping it's not necessary. All right, so for your tarot cards for your main reads are all marked, and excuse me if I sound a little funny. I have had a massive amount of dental work done in the past week, and I have a little bit of lisp going on. So, for your general tarot card readings, like I said, I'll be pulling 5 cards. We have Tarot Apprentice's deck. Go over to his channel, and there's information there as to how to purchase his beautiful, lovely, wonderful, self-created, he and his illustrators deck. And it is marked with a purple amethyst. Each reading will be time-stamped accordingly. I have the Good Tarot, which is marked with a green jasper. And then I have the Beautiful Creatures deck, which is marked with a rainbow quartz. So, and like I said, we have the chakra cards, the Dark Goddess cards, and Cyril Marchetti's Tarot of Dreams. Okay, so let's go ahead and call Spirit. We don't need much sage. I've already saged all the cards. Spirits of the ancestors, gods and goddesses, guardians, and watchers, please be here to deliver a positive and accurate message for all of those who come seeking wisdom and knowledge of us this evening. Only the spirits that I call here and mean us the greatest and highest of good are welcome here. Please protect us from evil and negativity. Guide us toward love and light, healing, prosperity, and abundance. See us all safely into the new year and protect us and guide us throughout the year as we move forward. May we all be prosperous and abundant, and most importantly, find peace. All right? Hey, Aria, I missed you too. I hope you're having a great holiday. Okay, so was there anything else I need to say? Oh, please be advised that if anyone needs to reach me, all the information on how to do so is in the channel description and in the description of each video. I do give private readings and services. Information on how to do all of that. All of my social media links are in the description of each video. All right. Something else I wanted to say. Oh, and please be advised, even though I try not to use too many pronouns, if I should use he, she, they, we, whatever, please know that all readings are gender neutral here. We are all family, LGBTQ plus community friendly, and love is love. So you take it as it resonates within your life. All right? Yay. Love. All right. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead. Let me move them in order. I have them written down. I have purple amethyst, green jasper, and then rainbow quartz. So I'm going to move them aside in order. keep everybody organized. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, good workspace. All right. Okay, so as I said, we are going to be beginning with the purple amethyst pile, and we're going to timestamp that at, let's say, is that a 5? 5. We're going to timestamp the purple amethyst at 5 minutes, which, like I said, that's Tarot Apprentice's deck. And first, we're going to lead with a chakra card, just to give you, but I took melatonin, so I might knock out. Oh, all right, Aria. If you wake up late or about, 11, 12, or 1, I'll be doing questions later. And this will be up. You can watch this at any time, but thank you for being here. I love you. I miss you. Taking melatonin so early for? It's just 8:30 in your time zone. Okay, here we go. All right. I got started late. I had technical difficulties. It's still retrograde, y'all. I cannot. All right. And we have, oh, I love it. I love it, purple people. So those of you who picked the purple amethyst, your chakra card is wonderful and fabulous. It is abundance. It is abundance, and that is awesome way to start a yearly reading. I want more light. I don't have enough light. Okay. Maybe that will help. It's kind of shadow-like. Is that my TV? Okay. Alrighty. Let me move my pot. That might help. And it'll give me a little more room. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's get into our tarot message. Collect my crystals in one space. We're asking for a positive and accurate message for the viewers who have picked the purple amethyst pile. You got to be at work at 5 a.m. Oh, good gracious. Whew. I had to be at the doctor at 10:30 this morning. I thought I was going to die. Girl. I don't do daylight. Except for in the summertime when you can't help it. All right. All right. Uno. Dos. Tres. Cuatro. Oh my. And cinco. Oh, okay. And we will, however, always look at the overall energy, which is the Empress card. I'm just going to set that here. Let me turn that this way. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got. We have the Justice card. The Wheel of Fortune. The Four of Pentacles. I guess I can go, yeah, I have enough room to go straight across. The Four of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, let me have a looky-loo for a minute. Justice card, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I see. This is a very beautiful message. In order to achieve this abundance, because abundance here is a root chakra card. It starts, that's why it's number one. It's the number one chakra. It starts with stability. It starts with your root chakra, base chakra, whatever you choose to call it, energy. That being said, nothing else. It's just like, for those of you who don't know who Aubrey is, that's my granddaughter. Everybody loves her. She used to appear here all the time until she started school and got a bedtime. But she's 4 now, so she's very brilliant. And my daughter got her a Jenga set for Christmas. I was like, wow, she's 4 and she's legit playing Jenga. So let's put your chakras in the mindset of a Jenga set. If you start by pulling out the blocks on the very bottom, no doubt the entire tower is going to fall. That being said, you have to keep that bottom base, root, foundation, stable in order to balance the rest of the Jenga tower. It's the same for your chakras. If your root chakra, your base chakra, is not stable, you are not going to be able to have anything else line up. Your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, or your crown chakra, or your soul star chakra. None of that is going to fall into proper alignment if you do not begin with a healthy root base chakra. Understood? Understood. Now, so in order to achieve this abundance and the alignment, peace, and love, and the stability and the happiness and everything that we're all craving and wandering around like crazy people looking for in life, you have to release the Three of Swords, energy. Three of Swords talks about distress, heartache, pain, sorrows. It's the card of many sorrows. Sorrows, prayers. Sorrows, prayers. And when I talk about forgiveness here at Miss and Joy's Tarot, what I say is, yes, you must forgive the person. You have to forgive them, but you do not have to continue to allow that person into your energy. So what you can do is say, I forgive you. I let go of this. I let go of the pain. I let go of the anger. I let go of the frustration. I let go of the unfairness. I heal myself. And you can also let go of that person or that situation, that place, that thing, that noun, that person, place, or thing. If you are in the energy of holding on to hurt, anger, frustration, all of the above from the past, you're not going to get to your blessings. You're not going to get to this abundance. You're not going to establish Justice card, what you deserve. When you sit there and you hold on to the anger and you hate and you fear or you blame or you don't take accountability or you disconnect yourself, you let things that have happened to you affect you, you can't move forward. Forgiveness is not so much for the other person. And please know that you do not, under any circumstance, have to have an actual apology from the person or people who wronged you. But you still need to release them and that negative energy from your soul, your heart, and your spirit. Do you understand? So the forgiveness is for you. The forgiveness is for you. It's so you don't carry that energy. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to do, my table is glass now. I can't do my rock and feather comparison anymore as to when you are going into the afterlife and you're crossing over and you meet whoever you believe in your culture is there, because in all cultures you are judged, you are weighed, your heart, Anubis, or whoever, because it's the same God, y'all. They repeat throughout all the cultures. They just have different names and appearances based on each culture. So a lot of the myths and traditions and beliefs are the same, and they don't come from nowhere. So when you get over there and you've left this physical, corporeal, 3D life behind, and you're having your heart and your soul weighed on that scale against the feather, and it must be light as that feather in order for you to go on into the afterlife and into the land of the dead, you do not want that heart, your soul, to be heavy. And this anger, the frustration, the fear, the hurt, the blame, the hate, all of that, the negative energy is what weighs you down. So lighten yourself, lighten your heart, lighten your soul. Let go. Some of you are holding on to. Four of Pentacles is a card of greed. See how see how he's gluttonous? He's gluttonous and he's holding on to, he looked like he's overeaten and he's holding on to that money and those coins, and he looks like it would just kill him to let it go. And that's how you are feeling about whatever this pain or heartache is that you have allowed yourself to succumb to. Because let me tell you, when I tell you, you allow it to be so, you allow a person, you give them permission to come into your energy to hurt you. And sometimes it's unavoidable because we trust, we give of ourselves, we give of our time, we give of our money, we give of our love, we give of our bodies, we give of our energy. And when we do that, we do allow people in and give them the space, the leeway to come in and cause us this Three of Swords hurtful energy if they see fit. So once they have crossed that boundary and they have caused said pain and heartache, release it. Release that pain and heartache. Don't hold on to it, but also release their ass with it. Let them go. Once they've shown you who they are, the era of giving time and chance, you need to let that go. Your life, your energy is not worth it. If that person is truly sorry, they will show and prove that they have, are, and will change. And prove it. Because anything else is simply manipulation to get back into your energy and hurt you again and possibly worse. And you allowing that is something that you have to take away from them and give to yourself. Don't allow it and allow them to affect you in this way. You have to establish peace. You have to maintain peace. And you have to protect your peace at all costs and by any means necessary. Okay? All right. So in order to have this Nine of Pentacles energy, the abundance, the satisfaction, the wealth, the happiness, the peace, you have to let go of the heartache and the pain in order to have what you deserve, in order to move forward with a clear spirit and a light heart, and to get what you deserve. Because a lot of times what's holding you back is that you keep allowing these people into your space and into your energy. And what's meant for you cannot be given to you until you let go of these people and this energy. Everyone's not meant to go with you to the mountaintop. Everyone's not meant to go with you to the promised land. Everybody's not meant to relish in what you have built and what you have created in this lifetime. And you need to use healthy discernment as to how to navigate and eliminate the people who don't mean you any good and may indeed be holding you back and blocking your blessing and your abundance. Okay? And that is a beautiful message to take with you into 2025. Absolutely beautiful. Exactly what I was looking for here. So, that being said, let's see how you and your energy play into this heartache and negative energy. And then another thing, in the Four of Pentacles here, he's holding on to that money and those pentacles, and he thinks it's worth keeping and holding on to, and that he's got so much, but he doesn't look happy. He looks miserable. He looks absolutely miserable. He's got all that money, but does it look like it's doing him any good? Absolutely not. So holding on to that heartache and that pain, it's not hurting the other person. They got what they want out of you. They treated you the way they wanted to treat you. Their agenda was served. And now you have to create the Empress energy. Is new. It's nurturing. It's giving. It's loving. And even if you are that type of person, this is the giver card. This is the people pleaser card. Hey, Marie. Thank you for being here. If you're in and out because of your internet issues, that's fine. Just speak when you come and let me know if you can when you go. Well, if you go, you don't know when you go. Anyway, moving forward. Thank you for being here. That's the people pleaser card. That's the loving, giving. I want to make sure everyone is good and solid and okay. But at the same time, you have to turn that energy onto yourself. You have to create a new energy and allow yourself the loving and the nurturing. Be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself. Reward yourself. Put yourself first. And create a new path and a new way of thinking. This must have been the read I would have picked. Because it speaks to me. Speak to me. All right, let's pull your... Get one. Kali. Destruction. Oh, sucky now. All right. That is the Hindu god Kali. And let's see what Kali has to say. Is she the only? She is the only K name. They're in alphabetical order in the book. Okay. Kali, destruction. Turmoil, upheaval, disorder, and confusion have been your companions for a while. So, don't be alarmed when Kali the Destroyer enters your life. She has appeared for good reason. Amen. Something is about to end for you. And as you look through the eyes of Kali, the illusory, self-centered view of your reality adjusts, for she brings death to the ego. Kali has orchestrated, all that has been occurring for you lately, and affirms that in order to bring in something new, the old must be destroyed. What did I say? Kali urges you to let go. Four Pentacles, let it go. To let go as you allow yourself to accept the end of certain situations or relationships. When you understand the cycle of life, of birth, of death, and rebirth, the fear of change shall be no more. Change is simply a transition that is needed to escalate you further. As you allow Kali to safely escort you through any chaos and destruction, you can be assured that this ending is just the beginning. Empress card talks about new beginnings, birth to new and positive things. Yes. The Dark Goddess advice that goes along with this card are, and these are individual pieces of advice, take what resonates and please leave the rest. Number 1, don't give up. Keep going. Number 2, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Number 3, everything happens for a reason. Number 4, release the old so the new can enter in. Number 5, walk away from harsh energies. Number 6, a new relationship is waiting in the wings. And number 7, remember that everything is divinely timed. All right. I like it. I do. All right. And last but not least, we're going to do a Ciro Marchetti Oracle of Dreams card. Oh, this is an absolutely beautiful message. Let go of the old stuff people, places, and things, and allow in the new stuff. You got to get rid of it. Everything is not meant to go with you into the next chapter of your life. Some people needed to be killed off in the last chapter of the last book. Okay? That was 2. We want 1. We want clarity. Ah, yes. Ha-ha. I know what that card says. I like it. And it's number 13. Lucky number 13. It is a misconception. And number 13 is negative. All right. And the title of this card is Productivity, Control, and Organization. Take care and take control of your life and your energy so that you can be sitting pretty like him. And this 9 of Pentacles card, okay? Okay, because that's where you want to go. Him, and then the abundance. Yes. Hey, Tarot newbie. All right, so we have number 13. This card considers the gathering of separate elements, people, or ideas, from everyday nuances of family dynamics to the managing of a corporate team. This Victorian seamstress manipulates various components as threads of color. With skillful hands, she arranges them, taking into consideration the distinct and individual qualities that each may possess. She coaxes the best from them each and orchestrates their ultimate working together as a whole, giving each strand order, position, and purpose. She blends them into a rainbow of unity. It's a beautiful metaphor of accomplishment, surpassing that of its original separate parts. Be wary of over-controlling, micromanaging, or getting lost in the details. Allow each participant to contribute fully and not be undermined by one person's overall position. Okay? Okay. And for my purple people who picked the purple amethyst, this has been your message from Spirit for 2025. Let me clear this up and give you all a minute to process. Okay. And at 28:16, we have the Good Tarot with the green jasper. So, if you are among the beautiful people who picked green jasper, this is your read. Let's get into it. We're beginning with a chakra card. Give you a little insight about what you may need to work on. Thank you, Queen Moderator. Thank you for the timestamp, Queen Moderator. All right. Okay. And we have visualization. If you can see it, you can be it. If you can view it, then you can do it. Visualization is the strongest to me, for me. This is my opinion. It's not law. It's not fact. You do you. That doesn't work for you. Visualization, for me, in my opinion, is the strongest form of manifestation. It's using your imagination. Because if you can see it in your mind, in your mind's eye, if you can close your eyes and you can picture that kitchen, if you can picture your tiny home, that was for me. If you can picture your wedding, your children, your future, you walking across that stage and getting that degree, that promotion, that bank account. Jim Carrey. I know a lot of you have heard this. I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to use it. It is a wonderful example. He wrote $1 million check, I think. I forget. Something of that. I don't know the exact number, but it was in the millions. And he put it in his wallet. And what he said to himself is when he first started his career, he said, one day I'm going to be able to cash this check. That was a manifestation. And he can cash that check about 12, 20 times. Shoot, Big was a big movie. No, that was Tom Hanks. Jim Carrey. He did Living Color. He did The Grinch. He just did Sonic, which was awesome. He came out of retirement, so he says to do Sonic. I liked him. I loved him as Olaf in a series of unfortunate events. Let's move forward. So he can cash that check millions of times over now. And it was based on from a manifestation. So I think, therefore I am. If I can see it, I can be it, I can do it. So visualization, I have a video. If you go over to videos, it's love based. It's titled How to Use Visualization to Manifest Love. But that form, those instructions can apply to any area of your life. Excuse me, everybody. The holiday season and weather is kicking my butt. It's been 70 degrees for the past 3 days. It was 25 degrees last week. There's no help here for us. Global warming is horrible. All right, so moving forward. So your chakra card, green goblin people, is visualization. All right, so let's move into your tarot message. So get your manifestation on, green people. Get your manifestation on. All right, visualization. Just imagine it and tell the spirit, you see this going on in my head? This is what I want. Let this be so. No matter what you believe, even the Bible says what you ask for will automatically be promised to you. Ask for it. Manifest it. Uno mas. And there we have it. And the overall energy is the 4 of coins. That energy is running strong this evening. Okay. 4 coins. That's an energy of holding on to. Holding on to something. Embracing it or keeping it to yourself. And it can go in many different ways. It can be a negative energy or a positive energy. So let's see which way this is going. All right. We have the 2 of fire. 2 of wands, the messenger of air, which will be the knight of swords and other decks, the page of fire, which will be the page of wands and other decks, the page of earth, page of coins, and the good tarot with big cards, and patience, which will be the temperance card and other decks. Good tarot is a very positive, different form of energy. Okay, so once again, we have the 4 of earth as your overall energy, 4 of coins. Visualization is your chakra card. The 2 of fire, the messenger of air. The page of fire, the page of earth, and the patience card. I'll go over that for people who don't know how to translate the tarot from the symbols to the elements. That would be the 2 of wands, the knight of swords, the page of wands, the page of coins, and the temperance card. All right, so let me find your message. Give me a moment. Take your time. That was so simple. When I just looked at them and read through. Slow down. I know. Shh. Listen. Okay. I know. I'm Aries. I'm not just an Aries. I'm an Aries sun, a Sagittarius moon, and a Leo rising. Baby, I'm fire. And a Taurus and Venus. So I'm stubborn. And patient. I want it yesterday. And we all do. In a microwave society where we can pick up a phone and in 2 days Amazon can have whatever we can pay for on our front doorstep. We don't even have to go to the store anymore. You can have them deliver it from Walmart, Food Line, Piggly Wiggly, whoever is in your, who else is out there? Oh goodness, what's the new one? I can't think of it. Whatever store is near, we have Kroger in a lot of areas. Whatever is near you. Houston, Texas, we got Randall's and H-E-B. There's Aldi, and so whatever. You can have it delivered. When you pull through the parking lots now, you don't even have to get out of your car. You pull up. There's numbered spots. They bring your shit to your car. Baby, you can hop online and find love if you're lucky. You can hop online and buy your clothes. You can have it yesterday. You don't have to wait. I remember one time when you'd be like, oh gosh, I have to call such and such. I can't wait to get home to call. You can call now. Now, you can call right now. You don't have to wait to get home to check your messages. You don't have to wait till that person gets off of work to call you back. Now. And so that's how we've become and have come to want everything. But it's not always a good thing. Because everybody's in a rush. When you go to find that love, you take your time and get to know that person. Because 5 months from now, you look over and you're like, who are you? Where did you come from? Because for 4 or 5 months, you were someone completely different. And now look at you. I don't know who you are. What did you say? Since when did you start speaking to me that way? Since when did you start behaving in that manner? Were you always this rude? Were you always this inconsiderate? Were you always this selfish? Yeah, but you were in honeymoon cupcakey phase, and you didn't see that. You still had your rose-colored love glasses on. You didn't give it time. You didn't wait. You took the job that called you first because the other one didn't get back to you quick enough. And now you don't want to leave that job to go get the job you really wanted. You decided you were going to work first. You weren't going to finish school. Y'all go it later. I'll do it later. I'll take a year off. No. Be patient. Get to know it. Get to know the person. Take your time. When I first moved here, I hated it. Life circumstances had me in a position where I hated it. I like it here now. It's peaceful. It's quiet where I live. It's not too slow. It's not too fast. Sometimes it's too slow. I'm lying. But be patient. Think it through. Any decisions, the Two of Wands is about making decisions and choices, being at a crossroads and needing to decide where you're going and where you're not going. What you want to do and what you don't want to do. Messenger of Swords is about communicating, thinking, telling people what it is that you want and you need, and being sure yourself of what you want and what you need. Thinking it over, thinking it through. Swords are thoughts and communication. Take your time. Think about what you say before you say it. Think about what you want before you go get it. Take your time. Review before you buy it. Research it. Study it. Don't just buy the first one that pops up. Don't just take the first person that shows up. Don't just take the easy way out. Start from the beginning. There's no shame. Most of the jobs that I've had, I have not walked in on a managerial level. Even though I've had have a wealth of managerial experience. I have no problem with saying, okay, I'll take that position, because I know within a few months or so, I'll be moving on up. There's nothing wrong with taking your time. There's nothing wrong with thinking it through. There's nothing wrong with saying, give me a minute to think about that. Let me consider that. I'll get back to you. There's nothing wrong with starting at the beginning. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you don't know and you may need help to make a decision. Or that you need to look into it, or you need to research it. Or maybe I just need to give it some time to see. When you plant a seed, sometimes if you don't know what that seed is, I'm just going to plant this seed and see what happens. It might not be something that you wanted to plant or something that you need, but you have to plant it and let it grow before you can decide to see what it is first. You don't just throw it away. And you don't just give up. So be patient. Take your time. Think it through. Go slowly. Slow and steady sometimes wins the race. I'm not going to say always, because sometimes you can get your ass left in the dust. Don't take too much time. You get what I'm saying? Use proper discernment. But if you need time, take time. Take time to study. Take time to plan. Take time to get to know a person. Take time to get to know a situation. Take time to explore your options. Take time to make solid choices and decisions for your life and for yourself. Okay? And manifest what it is that you want. Manifest and let it go. That's important. Manifest. Visualize it. Manifest it. Give it to the universe. Christians say you take it to the altar and you leave it at the altar. That means you leave it there. You put your manifestation out there and you trust that the universe will deliver. Divine timing is a thing. It might not come when you want it, but when the time is right and the opportunity presents itself, your visualizations, your manifestations will come to fruition. And trust in the energy that what is meant for you, you shall undoubtedly, undisputedly, unequivocally have. Okay? Alrighty. Let's get your Dark Goddess card. Let's get your Dark Goddess card. So you can have what you want. You just got to know what you want. You have to ask and manifest what you want. And then you got to wait on it. Okay? You got to know. You got to decide. You have to be confident. You must have faith. Temptation. Temptation. Da, 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 da. Okay. If you're not a Miss Piggy fan, you should be ashamed of yourself. Miss Piggy is hot. But go to YouTube or somewhere and Google Miss Piggy singing Temptation. And you'll see where I get that from. Dear Woman, Temptation. Oh. Temptation. Da 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 da. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. The deliver us from evil part is not here, but you know that's how that goes. All right. Lead us not into temptation. To that, dear woman would softly whisper, why not? And beckon you to her all the same. Sometimes a lesson must be fully experienced to be understood. You are being tempted to try something you would normally steer clear of. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Okay, that part. Sometimes a lesson must be fully experienced to be understood. You are being tempted to try something you would normally steer clear of. Perhaps an affair, a risky business venture, or even indulge in activities that pose a health risk. Don't you pop that Molly. Don't you pop that Molly. You stay away from that fentanyl. No. MissNJoy said no. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm being silly now, y'all. All right. There's an innocence in the way that this is happening, but that simply masks, excuse me, my dental work, how close you are to the edge of the woods from which this beautiful goddess calls. Only you can know if answering her is wise. If you decide to walk into the woods and give in to temptation, then be sure to take precautions. Wrap it up, strap it up. Okay. Let someone know what you are doing in advance. Be prepared to take responsibility when you can no longer see the forest for the trees. That means ask for help, y'all. If you're in too deep and your butt can't swim, get the lifeguard's attention. Okay? Or you may have to find, okay, wait, let me go back so you don't miss what I'm saying. Be prepared to take responsibility when you can no longer see the forest for the trees. Or you may have to find your way out. Okay? All right, let's leave that here while we read your pieces of advice. Number 1, you have feelings for another. The chance to make, Number 2, the chance to make a quick buck presents itself. Number 3, some things are better left alone. Don't fuck with it. Don't you dare it. Next up, if someone is trying to drag you back, okay? Don't let somebody drag you back from the hell you fought to come out of. Don't let somebody return you to the person that you used to be. Don't let somebody take your spirit away, disturb your spirit. Okay, make you act out of character when you know you don't do that anymore. All right? Old me would have knocked the shit out of. But now, I just shake my head and feel sorry for that person because they know not what they do. Okay? All right, I'm sorry. Let's get back in. Stay on the right side of the law. Excuse me. Seek help for a relapse. Don't lend money on a whim. Next, if someone looks too good to be true, that's because it is. Okay? Alrighty. Next up is your Oracle of Dreams card by Sarah Marchetti. Alrighty. Aha. Oh, yep. I love when the oracles fall in alignment with the read. Number 29. All right, number 29 is temptation. Wow. Resisting and willpower. Temptation, resisting, and willpower. Love it. Can't make this up. What is it about that ingredient called forbidden that whets the appetite? From the innocent indulgence of one or more pieces of chocolate to more significant forbidden fruits such as social behavior, we are often tempted. We indulge even at a risk to our health, our relationship with others, and our general well-being. Our ability to see through the illusion, to weigh the consequences, and resist the temptation is a measure of your personal willpower, character, and strength. To succumb to or resist will be a choice that defines us. A horn gesture pulls apart the curtains, revealing an apple and a serpent, symbols from temptation and original sin. A Salome-style performance manifests as a vision from a flaming cauldron. Visualization. As we come to understand our weaknesses and the reasons for them, they lose their power to control us. The devil becomes simply a man in a silly hat. So you have control over whatever it is that happens to you and does not happen to you. Make the proper choices, make the right decisions, set the proper boundaries, stay the proper course. Choose the proper road to travel, to a fire, to a wands, being at a crossroads, needing to decide what choice to make. If you need help, or you need somebody to have your back or know what you're getting into, messenger of air, Knight of Swords, talk to someone, speak to someone, ask for help, get opinions, do your research, think about it. Okay? Page of Fire, Page of Earth, if you're just beginning, if you're not sure, if you don't know. Admit that you need help, you need backup, you need guidance, you need rescue. Don't be ashamed. Patience is a temperance card. It talks about patience and healing. Be patient. Make sure that you're ready. Make sure that you know. Make sure that you studied and you've done the proper research and you've taken the proper precautions and you've reviewed all the options and the possibilities and you've planned and you've thought it through. And you've used good judgment. Okay? All right. Now, that is all. Thank you very much. That was a very powerful read. I love the energy and the advice that came in that read. Green Jasper people, have a wonderful 2025. And hopefully, one of my resolutions is to be here and do more reads. So, it is what it is. We shall see. Okay? Okay. All right. So, let's move these. Stay on track. Stay focused. Okay. So our third option, is the rainbow quartz, which the lighting here does not do the rainbow quartz justice. It is iridescent and a very beautiful stone. So my lighting here for the stone wise sucks. Okay, so this is I'm sorry, let me go back. So this is the rainbow quartz. We're going to time stamp this one at 53:30. We're doing good. We're doing about 30 minutes for each one. All right, so rainbow quartz is at 53:30 into the video. And this is the beautiful creatures deck. We're going to start with your chakra card. My rainbow quartz people. Thank you, Marie, Queen Moderator. And also, thank you for the wonderful Christmas gift. I'm still processing how I'm going to hook you up for the next holiday. Valentine's Day is coming, so I got to send you a package. Are you out of oil? Ma'am, are you out of come to me oil? I need to just send you, because you'll be losing. I need to send you a mega batch, just like a whole jar, a whole mason jar, just for you. Aha. It flew out quick. All right. Oh, we have play. Uh-oh. Heart chakra energy. Already, that feels light. This feels happy. Happy, 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 happy. All right. Play. I think I'm down to my last one. I used this air moisturizer blush. Great. I just need to call it all purpose because Marie has used my oil for all kinds of stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it because it's natural. All the ingredients are natural. So you could even eat it. If one of your kids should drink it, you won't even kill them. You'd be all right. So everything is natural. And so you can use it for all kinds of stuff. You really can. I'm weak. I love it. Okay. Okay. So play. Play, Rainbow Chords people. Play. Have fun. Get out there. Have a good time. Why am I hearing that song? I'm hearing you don't have 80. I'm having an 80s moment, okay? All right, whatever. You don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time. No, no. You can dance and party. This song's not in my register. I don't sing on that key, but I'm doing my best. You can dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. Mm-hmm. Do they make cherry? I've never heard. Whatever. I don't remember. Who was that? Terrence Trent D'Arby. I think that's who that is. But yeah, you ain't got to get naked to have fun. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so excuse me. For the green jasper people, the message was to watch yourself, slow down and be patient. So it looks like for my rainbow chords people, the message is quite the opposite. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands, the Hermit card, the Paranormal. I will explain that card in just a moment. The Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles has been in every read, so that clearly is an energy for 2025. We're going to make note of that, my collective, that the Four of Pentacles, which is holding on to not releasing, keeping something tight, be it positive or negative, because it can, in the situation, can go either way with the Four of Pentacles. So, it can be a bad thing and being stingy and holding on to something, or you can need to hold on to something. They can be telling you, give away some money, you're being too tight, or hold on to your money, you're going to have a problem, save it. So it can go either way. And that just does not apply to money. It can be love or relationships or an energy or a habit, or you got me? Okay. All right, so let's see. We have the Knight of Wands, the Hermit card, the Paranormal, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. These cards have words, and I'm ignoring them for this read. Okay, so I want to explain the Paranormal before I move forward. The Paranormal is a bonus card that is featured in the Beautiful Creatures deck. And basically, it means one of two things. It means that it's simply paranormal. Something is of a paranormal experience, and you need to look into it a little further or accept it and embrace it. For instance, if you have gifts, or you keep seeing that spirit, or you keep hearing that voice, or your cat is pawing at that one spot and you don't know why, or you know, certain different things of that nature, that you need to embrace it and find out about it and do more or get deeper into the paranormal side of your spirituality, your gifts. It can mean things like that. That dream, you might need to research it or have it interpreted or something of that nature. Or it can mean that you are doing too much. It can mean that you're doing too much. That means it could mean that, okay, every synchronicity that you see is not necessarily telling you something. You could just have happened to look at the clock at 2:22. Okay, that you are relying, it can mean, because a lot of us that practice magic and spell work and energy work, that you're relying too heavily upon it. Some of you are watching too many tarot readings and using those readings to make decisions in your life. It can mean that you're doing too much or you're being too nosy. It can also mean that you are inquiring too much about what's going on. Sometimes you ask too many questions. Sometimes it just happened I saw a spirit the other night. It didn't really mean anything. It was just there doing its thing. It wasn't trying to tell me anything. It wasn't any negative or bad omen. It was just a haphazard spirit. Okay? Okay. So, which is curiosity. So it's either looking too much or relying too much on a situation, asking too many questions, or the opposite. Not asking enough questions or not looking too much into the situation. That being said, because the paranormal is such a iffy card, I did set aside and pull out my Lisa Parker Tarot Familiar deck in case I just absolutely had to clarify something, because I did not want to be clarifying, but because of the nature of the paranormal card here, I am going to clarify it and see which way this is going. Other than that, we have the Knight of Wands, the Hermit card, the Paranormal card, which the word here, curiosity, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Haha, I know what it is. But I'm still gonna clarify it, but I know what it is. Oh, let me look. I'm sorry. I did not give you your overall energy. Aha! The Emperor card, which is Aries energy. Now, I was just talking about synchronicities. You have a 4-4, and your play card is 20. I'm not a math person, so when numbers talk to me, they're talking. It's 20. 4 times 4 is what? 20. All right, Spirit, give me the energy of this paranormal card, please. The Ace of Wands, haha, magic. And the Two of Wands, haha. Make your own decisions. You can't rely on Spirit, God, Source, the universe for every damn thing. You have to figure some shit out on your own sometimes. You have to use your own discernment sometimes. You cannot cast a spell for everything. You cannot. That was one of the lessons a lot of people missed. If you ever watched the old school Bewitched, a lot of you are young and you have not. I really wish they would revamp the series. It would be awesome if somebody would do it in modern times with some newer actors and do a reboot of it. That would be great. But one of the messages that came in that show for Samantha was that you can't use magic to fix everything. Sometimes you just have to start over if you burnt that roast. Sometimes you just had to look for that toy if your child lost it. You can't always. Now, sometimes you got to talk to Universe or the Matrix and say, hey, can you give this back? I cannot find it. I know you took it, or the fairies or whoever. My daughter's having an issue with fairies at her house because her husband keeps cutting down the mushrooms in the yard. Don't cut your mushrooms, people. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but don't cut your mushrooms. When they're growing in the yard, they will die on their own, and they'll go away like they were never there. Don't cut your mushrooms in the yard. If you have a landscaper, tell them, please try not to cut your mushrooms. Because when I tell you, the fairies will begin to come for you. Don't cut your mushrooms. Let them grow. They're magical. Moving forward. That being said, we can't use magic for everything. You can't. We're going to do a brief, and I've given this scenario, I told this story before, and some of you may have heard it elsewhere, but story time with my bell. So there was a lady who was out of work and about to be evicted. Okay, and she prayed. She just prayed. God, send me away, send me a job, send me this, send me that, so I can pay my rent, I can pay my bills, and I can survive, I can live. I'm struggling right now. So the next morning, she wakes up and there's a knock on her door. She opens the door, nobody's there. There's a paper, a newspaper. Remember newspapers? They used to come to your doorstep or in your mailbox. They had information in them, stories, news, jobs, personal ads. It was a thing once upon a time before the internet. And so she opens the door and there's a newspaper on the porch and on her doormat. And she said, "That's not my paper. I didn't order a paper." And she just closed the door and left it there. Repeat the same night, the next night. Pray. Help. Please help. Please help me. Please help me. The next morning, she goes to the door. Nobody's here. But there's another paper. This goes on for a few days. Then the paper stopped coming. And the eviction notice was served. The court date came, and she's sitting here on the side of the curb after being evicted with all her things, and she's just crying and screaming at to the heavens. And I prayed and I asked for help, and you didn't send help. And then she heard a voice, and the voice said, "We sent help. We sent you help. We sent you the newspaper. We sent you the newspaper all week. In that paper, had you picked it up and opened it, was a job in your field that offered a signing bonus that would have bailed you out of your predicament. But you, ye of little faith, wanting a handout, waiting for a miracle answer to fall from the sky into your lap, took no action to pick up the paper and get the job and save yourself." That being said, and the moral of the story is, you've got to do some things yourself. Hermit card is a card that talks about doing things on your own, introspection, figuring it out for your damn self, finding a way on your own. Yeah, sometimes you got to be brave enough to get out there and ask for help where you need it. And that can be part of it. That can indeed be part of it. Because we all need help sometimes. But you can't have help and expect help all the time, because that gets tired. If you're always asking somebody for a loan, eventually they're going to tell you, "Look, you need to get your shit together and do this on your own, because I can't keep coming in. I go to work every day. I get up, I go make my money, I do what I need to do for me, and you need to do the same." Same thing goes if you're a supernatural person. You can't say a spell for everything. You can do binding spells and blocking spells and banishing spells to get rid of people, places, things, and problems. But sometimes you just got to find another location and move on your own. Sometimes you just have to cuss a person out and tell them not to violate or cross your boundaries. Sometimes you just have to take matters into your own hands and tell a person no, or go get that job, or pick up that newspaper, or answer that phone, or fix that car, or move that, you know what I mean? I had to pack up an entire U-Haul truck by myself and move halfway across the country, from middle of the country to East Coast, alone, with nothing but love and support from my friends. But I had to get it done. Sometimes you have to take action. Sometimes no one's going to help you, and you have to help yourself. One of the things that a lot of people miss, I'm not a Christian, but I do quote the Bible, because sometimes there's good stuff in there and good messages. And sometimes not so much good messages. But we'll go with the first option, is that we were given nothing so that we could have everything. Okay? Which means I can give you the bricks, but you have to build the house. Okay? I can give you a fish, or I can teach and you can eat now, and then you'll be hungry again tomorrow. Or I can teach you how to fish, and you can fish and eat every day. You get that energy? You have to light, something has to light a fire under your arse. Something has to motivate you. Something has to drive you. Something has to make you get up, get out, and get something. Don't spend all your time trying to get high. You gotta get up, get out, and get something. How will you make it if you never even try? Nobody's just gonna hand you a bunch of shit. Nobody's gonna keep supporting you. Nobody's going to keep just, and not without giving, not without effort, not without ambition, which is on this card here, Queen of Pentacles. You have to get it in. People will start to say, hey, here, she is trying to do something. Let me help them out. Here she is trying to, that's a good idea. Let me contribute. That's a great idea. Let me sponsor that person. Let me fund them. When you go on, you watch Shark Tank, if it's not a great idea, if you didn't put in the work, if it's not well put together, if it's not thought through, if it's not planned out, you're not going to get an offer. You're not going to get backed. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the effort. And you can't rely on the supernatural or magic or tarot or handouts or for everything. You got to do it yourself. You got to roll up your sleeves. You got to get down and dirty. You got to get to work. And then the universe, God, source, spirit, the ancestors, they'll meet you. There's an Irish saying, may the road rise up to meet you. But you must get on the road. You must be on the road. You got it? All right. So play. In this instance, you might be playing too much. Don't play with me, don't play with me, don't play with me. All right, let's get your goddess card. Got to put that work in. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. You got to make your own decisions. You got to put that work in. Everybody can't do everything for you. If you're hungry, you need to know what the fuck you want to eat. Okay? I love my person. I love masculine, but I get tired of him not knowing what he wants to eat. You hungry, right? But you want somebody to decide what to feed you all the time. Like you're for. Even Aubrey makes... Aubrey, what you want to eat? Macaroni and cheese? Now, sometimes you have to tell her no, because the answer 9 times out of 10 might be will probably be macaroni and cheese. You have to say no. You just had mac and cheese last night. And then maybe offer a couple options. Every now and then, though, she will, quite frequently. Let me not lie on my baby. She will say something different. The other night, she wanted sandwiches. Sometimes she says, she shocked me one night. I didn't know what she was saying. She was saying cheesesteak. She was like, steak and cheese. I was like, steak and cheese? You mean a Philly cheesesteak? Yes, Mima. Okay, see? Every now and then, she'll shock me. Pizza. Sometimes she'll switch it up. She'll want pizza. chicken nuggets, salad. There was one day about a month ago, she's like, Mima, I want a salad. I was like, yes, ma'am. And I hooked her right on up. We went and got salad stuff. I even let her pick what she wanted on there. That's my girl. All right. Endurance. Kaliash. I think that's how you pronounce that. If anybody, it's Cailleach. If anybody knows the proper pronunciation, will somebody break it down in the comments? I don't know. I'll be trying. So the Emperor card was your overall energy. The Emperor card is about being independent, solid, and taking charge. Getting it in, being strong, all unto yourself. All right? Let's go with your... Oh, wait. No, we're doing Kaliash. Endurance. Sanjay Kaliash. You certainly are a survivor. You have been knocked down, but have gotten back up again many times. You lost count. The proverbial school of hard knocks awards you a gold star for your absolute tolerance and tenacity. Fighting to keep your head above water for so long has been a hard battle, and you are worn down by the struggle. Fearsome Kaliash has stormed into your life to bring about transitional relief. This divine hag demands respect and advises a little caution on your part. But in return, she will advise you as how to navigate troubled times and difficult situations. Life has gifted you with more than your fair share of tough experiences. So now it's time to take your survival skills to the next level and share all that you've come to learn with others who will be inspired by your continued endurance and fortitude. Okay? So, and it can be hard. It can be hard, but you can't allow life can be hard, extremely difficult. So, don't let it take you down to the point where, and I understand you're tired and you're worn and you've been knocked down so many times, but you can't play the victim, boo-boo. You got to get up and keep pressing. You got to press on. Okay, so pieces of advice to go along with this card are, you will work hard and inspire many. All right? Have faith. The next one is, number 2, the worst is behind you. Number 3, experiences make you stronger. Emperor card. Absolutely. Number 4, take stock and seek the lessons within. Okay? That is it. That was short. Okay. All right, now let's get your Oracle of Dreams card. So keep going. Get up. Dust yourself off. Keep pressing. Don't woe is me help. No, just keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. You've got this. And I know we get tired, but dang it, you got to keep it going. All right. What's next? 46 is your... I'll flip right to the page. Connections, putting the pieces together, and coming to conclusions. You have to do it on your own. Gotta make some decisions. A young woman sits on a bridge, a physical and metaphysical connecting point between here and there. Her identity is initially concealed, not only to us, but also to herself. She is, in essence, finding her true self. She reaches out to gather pieces of a puzzle, and with each one finds clues and discoveries and more about her, and discovers, more about herself. Each of us attempts to make sense of our place as we search for connections and relationships with others. Gradually, despite failures and experimentation along the way, an image starts to take form. Increasing clarity manifests itself from the initial confusion. The process process, is self-reinforcing and often becomes easier and accelerates as more pieces are added, each finding their corresponding place. Eventually, a point is reached where everything comes into focus and starts to make sense. See? So, Hermit card is introspection, self-reflection, finding yourself, doing your shadow work, doing the work in your life, period. Taking power. Emperor card is your overall energy, and standing in your power. Okay, so whatever situation has had you feeling depleted, knocked down, left out, mistreated, misused, lost, and confused, just get over it. Get over it, do the work, figure out what you need to do to pull yourself out of it, and make it better. Make it happen. Get out there and make it so. Stand in your power, take your power back. Okay? Make your own decisions, make your own choices, make your own moves. And you will get where you need to go. Help yourself, and others will be more willing to help you. Don't cry about it, be about it. Okay? All right. Well, everybody, my amethyst people, my jasper people, and my rainbow quartz people, this has been your message from Spirit for 2025. I hope it has been insightful and informative and helpful. I hope that you all took something from it and found it at least a little bit fun. I try to be comedic and entertaining. Thank you very much for being here. Everybody, please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be so greatly appreciated. For those of you watching live, Ask Miss and Joy is coming up in a few minutes. I will be here. And I love you all. Thank you so much for moderating. And Tarot Newbie, Marie, thank you so much for moderating, Queen Moderator. Tarot Newbie and Aria, I love you. Thank you. I hope Aria is probably in La La Land. She has to work at 5 a.m. But the rest of you, I hope I will see you shortly in the chat. Bye. And be looking for more content. I'm trying, y'all. Be looking for more content moving into the new year. Bye.